I made a build with the name Sharpshooter. Yes, this build is just called a Sharpshooter, but there is so much more to it than just that. Now this build is a Catfish. I have a 92 post control, and I get Hall of Fame post scoring badges, post fade phenom, post spin technician, dream shake, and gold drop stepper. You may wonder, why did I go with a 92 post control? That is for gold unpluckable. I'm not just a sharpshooter. And the post scoring just makes this build even more broken. I get a 95 midi, 92 3-pointer, and I'm 6'6". With Hall of Fame and gold shooting badges, I can be the most toxic ISO fading build you have ever seen. I can do it all. Gold blinders, gold deadeye, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame green machine, gold space creator, and Hall of Fame midi magician. The list goes on and on. And we still get a 85 ball handle and 83 speed with ball as well. So I can speed boost, combo up, and be a dribble god. Now to top it off, we get an 85 perimeter D, 85 steal, and I still have interior defense and block too, so we will not be getting babied. And I have all silver defensive badges, clamps, 94 feet, challenger, fast feet, pick dodger, glove, interceptor, right stick ripper. This build is a sharpshooter that can ISO, or I can be toxic and shoot fadeaway middies behind screens. I can shoot from limitless. I can turn into my very own post scorer. And I can still play extremely good D as well. This build just might break 2K24. YouTube! So I have the best Catfish 4-way guard build in 2K24. This build does everything, but it is called a pure sharpshooter. The name of my build is Sharpshooter. But my build is so much more than a little sharpshooter. It can play defense, dribble, it can even finish a little bit at the rim. And this build is also a post scorer at 6'6". Before we get into this build, subscribe, turn those noties on. Let's get this to 1,000 likes. I promise you guys, this Catfish sharpshooter build could break 2K24. Now the good thing about this build is you can use it on not only the 2s court but the 3s court. You can use it anywhere, 2s, 3s, pro-am, wherever you want to use this build. Why? Because it has defense and it can shoot extremely well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make it a point guard. Then what we want to do is put the weight at 221 pounds. You need to have it at that exact weight for what we need. So then what we're gonna do is put the weight to 221 pounds exactly. Now you guys will see why you need this exact specific weight. Just be patient with me, guys, but you do need to go with this exact weight. Then for the wingspan, we want a 92 3-pointer, so we're gonna go with a 6'8" wingspan. So if you go to the minimum and then go up 2, that is a 92 3-pointer, so you have a 6'8" wingspan. Now I truly believe that I can break the 2s court with this build in 2K24. Nobody will be able to stop me, not on defense and not on offense. No one can stop me. So if you look at this build, right, you can get a 93 ball handle, right? But if you go to like a 92 ball handle, it requires a lot of attributes. So if we reset this, right, what we're gonna do to get gold unpluckable, right, as you can see, it requires either post control or ball handle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the 5 million IQ hanky to horsey that I am. If you max your post control, you get gold unpluckable. Now that barely requires any overall to get gold unpluckable with your post control. Now this doesn't mean that we're not gonna have any ball handle. We're just gonna put our ball handle to an 85. So if we put our ball handle to an 85, right, we still get that gold ankle breaker. We'll still get a few other dribbling badges because we're going to put our speed with ball all the way up to an 83. Now this build will be able to be a demonic post scorer, and I can still dribble. But just wait until you guys see the shooting and the defense. This build will be insane. So let's start off by absolutely maxing our acceleration. Let's put our speed to an 82. And then let's max our stamina, alright guys? So now I can cook up. So we already have gold unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, some other silver dribbling badges, and gold hyperdrive. Now let's get to the best part of this build. So I'm 6'6". I'm a big boy. And I have a little wingspan. So I can already speed boost. I have gold unpluckable. I can already be a demonic toxic post scorer with a guard if I want to. But now we're going to max our 3-pointer to a 92. And not only that, but we are going to put our midi all the way up to a 95. Yes, so this build you will be able to be a toxic fader on the twos. You can either ISO, combo up, and then use post moves even if you need to as a bailout, or you can use screens as well, hide behind those screens, shoot fade away middies the entire time, because Mike Wang did buff the fade away middies. He said people are already fading away from 3, and Mike Wang said he nerfed those. Now imagine the buffed fade away middies with these badges: Hall of Fame Green Machine, Hall of Fame Midi Magician, all of these gold and Hall of Fame shooting badges. We even have gold Space Creator as well. If you did go to a 96, you could get Hall of Fame Space Creator, but that does require a lot. You can play like a post scorer, you could play like Ticino, you could still dribble like Hanky the Horsey and Steezo if you wanted, because you have a good ball handle and you are fast. This build really does it all. So next, I'm gonna put my driving layup up to a 70. So we get pro touch on gold. We're gonna move the close shot down to a 65. Now let's put our pass accuracy up to a 70 next, so we are not throwing extremely slow passes. Now usually I'm that guy. I'll look at a build and I'll be like, yo, 70 pass accuracy, what? You don't want like a 77 for like needle threader or to like throw faster passes? After playing this game and getting information from other guards, you don't need higher than a 70, really. You will be fine with a 70. If you have higher, sure, yeah, it's a perk. More playmaking badges, you will throw faster passes. But with a 70, you still throw good enough passes. Like, they are not slow. Like, they will get through. And me personally, I'm a very smart passer as well. I predict the defense constantly. I'm 20 steps ahead of them. I try to read exactly what they're going to do before they're even going to do it, before they even know what they're going to do. I am a very smart gamer, guys. Now we're done with the shooting. We get so many golden Hall of Fame badges: gold blinders, Deadeye, silver limitless with a 92 3-pointer. This build gets silver limitless. It can ISO, and it can be a toxic little fader build using screens. So you can either ISO or use screens with this build. And you're your very own lockdown, which I will get to. Hall of Fame catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, Hall of Fame green machine, gold space creator, all these other amazing Hall of Fame badges. And we even get gold pro touch to help us time our layups. For the defense, guys, we're gonna put our perimeter D all the way up to an 85. We're gonna put our steal all the way up to an 85 as well. Put our rebound to 40. Put our block all the way up to a 68 so that we can get chased down. Now we have to put our vertical up to a 60. Now we should be able to put our interior defense all the way up to a 70. Now our interior is a 70. We can't get anchor because I cannot make this build at 6'7". Why can't I make this build at 6'7"? Because if I went an inch higher, I could not get the 92 3-pointer. If you guys want to do this and don't care for a 92 3-pointer and you want to go like 85 or 88 or something, by all means, go ahead. But my main purpose in making this build is to be able to dribble, play defense, and to be able to have the toxic midi fading play style, or be able to ISO. Then we want to put our strength up to a 50 so that we get clamps on silver. Now we have a good amount of attributes left. You could put like 3 on your layup if you wanted. You could even max your free throw if you really wanted to. If you want to use this build in the Rec and Pro-Am, you could put 1 more on your ball handle. You could put 1 more on your speed with ball. You could even put your pass accuracy up to a 73 if you want. But me personally, what I decided to do, I wanted to put my standing dunk all the way up to a 47. Now because this build has no dunk and I'm 6'6", if I'm under the rim, I feel like it is much safer to be able to do a standing dunk about like 70% of the time than to risk going up for a layup and someone coming in for a chase down block. Now, I'm not going to be able to do standing dunks 100% of the time, but I tested this on a 60 overall. I just upgraded the standing dunk to a 47. You can do standing dunks like 85% of the time. Like, you will constantly get the standing dunk animation. The only time you won't get it is if you're absolutely blinking, you're getting clamped up, you won't be able to get it. But if you're under the rim, you should get the standing dunk every single time. Now this build is a 2-way sharpshooter that can speed boost, ISO, and I can even be my very own post scorer. So think of it as a play shot. Think of this build as a play shot. with an extremely high MIDI that is also my very own lockdown, and I'm my very own post score at 6'6". Who would have thought? I made a build very similar to this in 2K22 current gen, and I feel like I've somewhat recreated this, except this build is a lot taller. It's 6'6". This build is very, very interesting. It is very creative. Me going with the 92 pose control for gold unpluckable, no one really does that. That is a 5 million IQ play in the builder. Now you will get less dribbling badges, of course, and not as good dribbling animations, but the main point of this build is for me to be able to shoot from Wakanda, for me to be able to shoot better, because the shooting in this game is so bad. If you guys are struggling to shoot, this is an ISO build with a 92.3 that can do it all. You guys might as well make this. Now we get that gold unpluckable, Hall of Fame dream shake, gold drop stepper, Hall of Fame post fade phenom, and Hall of Fame post spin technician. If you're telling me I can't be my very own post scorer on a guard and I'm isoing, if I don't need a bailout bucket, I could just post someone up and they're done. I could post hop into a 95 MIDI with all of these Hall of Fame and gold badges. This build is so versatile, you will not be able to stop it. Gold blinders, gold deadeye, Hall of Fame green machine, gold space creator, Hall of Fame guard up, MIDI magician, open looks, 95 MIDI, 92.3. We get the 85 ball handle, the speed boost, gold ankle breaker, gold unpluckable. We still get silver speed booster, silver handles for days, and silver blow by. Then I have a 70 interior defense and a 68 block with bronze chase down artist, so I do not get babied in the paint. Then I get all silver defensive badges, clamps, 94 feet, challenger, fast feet, pick dodger, workhorse, and then also silver glove, silver interceptor, silver right stick ripper. We get every single defensive badge on silver, plus chase down artist. Then we have a 40 defensive rebound at least, so we can get some defensive rebounds so we don't get those clunky, droney animations. 84 acceleration, 82 speed, with gold spot finder as well. 50 strength, which helps us get that silver clamps. 60 vertical, and then the 99 stamina. There is literally nothing that this build can't do. There is nothing this build can't do except driving dunk, but we don't need that. I'm gonna be shooting fadeaway middies or limitless threes more than anything. This build is broken. Now when you make this build, it will say that you are a sharpshooter, a pure sharpshooter, a literal sharp shooter. Now if people see this build in the park, they'll be like, oh yeah, this guy, he can shoot, but they won't know I'm a post scorer as well. They won't know that I can actually dribble and lock them up. I will lock them up. I will put them in a box because of how overpowered these big builds are on 2K24. Because if people make those little builds with no defense, you can literally just attack them, right? Well, this build, if I use it on the threes, I could play defense for myself as well. If anyone tries to bully me with a big build, they cannot, because I have defense. I have shades of Marcus Smart on a pure sharpshooter build. Then if you make it without the standing dunk, it will replace Tyrese Halliburton with Drew Holiday. This build is literally a four-way specialist. What can it not do? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this build video. If you make this build, let me know how you guys are feeling about it. If you like it. Are you guys enjoying 2K24 so far? Are you guys enjoying these shooting slumps? I'm enjoying 24. It is an amazing game. 2K's just got to do something about this shooting slump. But anyways, 2K24 is going to be a great year. I keep saying it. I believe, man. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on the video, man. You all are the greatest. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next banger hanging on video, man.